So my camera is not working right now, so I had to switch over to another recorder. We are going to be starting with paragraph 16. We are on Act 1, Scene 2, and this will now be Part 4, which I am titling Spelling Bee. The Spelling Bee. A large, colorful bee comes up from behind. Spelling Bee. So from now on, I need to speed this up because this is getting a lot. I'm not going to say who is talking. I'm just going to try to make my voices a little bit different so you can pay attention. So spelling bee. Perhaps I can be of some assistance. A-S-S-I-S-T-A-N-C-E. The three turn around and see him. Don't be alarmed. A-L-A-R-M-E-D. I am the spelling bee. I can spell anything, anything. A-N-Y-T-H-I-N-G. Try me, try me. He's backing off. Okay, can you spell goodbye? Perhaps you are under the misapprehension. M-I-S-A-P-P-R-E-H-E-N-S-I-O-N. That I am dangerous. Let me assure you that I am quite peaceful. Now, think of the most difficult word you can, and I'll spell it. Okay. At this point, Milo may turn to the audience and ask him to help choose a word. How about curiosity? So the bee winks. Let's see now. How much time do we have? Just 10 seconds. Count them off, Talk. And Talk starts to count. Oh dear. Just at the last moment, quickly. C-U-R-I-O-S-I-T-Y. Correct. And everybody cheers. Can you spell anything? Just about. You see, years ago, I was an ordinary bee, minding my own business, smelling flowers all day, occasionally picking up part-time work in the people's bonnets. Then one day, I realized that I'd never amount to anything without an education. So I decided that, and here comes a new character, Humbug. Humbug, coming up in a booming voice. Balderdash! He wears a lavish coat, so like a fancy coat, striped pants, checked vest, like a checkered pattern vest, spats, I don't know what spats are, and a derby hat, and I'm not quite sure what that is either. Let me repeat, Balderdash swings his cane and clicks his heels in the air. Well, what have we here? Isn't someone going to introduce me to the boy? This is Humbug. You can't trust a word he says. Nonsense! Everyone can trust a humbug, as I was saying to the king just the other day. You've never met the king, Delilah. Don't believe a thing he says. Bosh! My boy, pure bosh. The humbugs are an old and noble family, honorable to the core. Why, we fought in the Crusades with Richard the Lionhearted, crossed the Atlantic with Columbus, blazed trails with pioneers. History is full of humbugs. A very pretty speech, S-P-E-E-C-H. Now, why don't you go away? I was just advising the lad of the importance of proper spelling. Bah! As soon as you learn to spell one word, they all ask you to spell another, and you can never catch up, so why bother? He puts his arm around Milo. Take my advice, boy, and forget about it. My great-great-great-grandfather, George Washington Humbug, used to say. You, sir, are an impostor. I am P-O-S-T-O-R, who can't even spell his own name. So an impostor is someone who pretends to be someone else. What? How dare you doubt my word, the word of a humbug, the word of a humbug who has direct access to the ear of a king, and the king shall hear of this, I promise you. Did someone call for the king? Do you mention the monarch, another word for king, Speak of the sovereign, another word for king. Entreat the emperor, another word for king. Hail his highness, another word for king. 5 tall, thin gentlemen, regally, which means like in like kings, like royalty clothing, dressed in silks and satins, plumed hats, and buckled shoes, appear as they speak. Who are they? The king's advisors, or in more formal terms, his cabinet. Greetings, salutations, welcome, good afternoon, hello. So these all mean hello. Milo says, hi? All of the ministers from here on are called by their numbers. Unfold their scrolls and read in order. Okay. By the order of Azaz, the unabridged, king of Dictionopolis, monarch of letters, emperor of phrases, sentences, and miscellaneous figures of speech. Guys think idioms and that type of thing. We offer you the hospitality of our kingdom, country, nation, state, commonwealth. Okay, so these are all synonyms again. So these ministers are all about synonyms, apparently. Realm, empire. I don't know how to say this word. Palatinate, principality. Do all of those words mean the same thing? Of course, certainly, precisely, exactly. Again, yes. All the words, they are just saying synonyms. Then why don't you do just one? Wouldn't that make a lot more sense? Nonsense, ridiculous, fantastic, absurd, bosh. Again, synonyms. We are not interested in making sense. It's not our job. Besides, one word is as good as another, so why not use them all? Then you don't have to choose which one is right. Besides, if one is right, then 10 are 10 times as right. Obviously, you do not know who we are. Each presents himself to Milo, acknowledges the introduction, and Milo acknowledges. So, like, they're going up to him and like introducing themselves. The Duke of Definition, the Minister of Meaning, the Earl of Essence, the Count of Connotation, and the Undersecretary of Understanding. And all 5 together say, we have come to invite you to the royal banquet. The banquet? That's quite an honor, my boy. A real HONOR. Don't be ridiculous. Everybody goes to the royal banquet these days. Spelling Bee says to Humbug. True, but everybody does go. But some people are invited and others simply push their way in where they aren't wanted. How dare you? The buzzing little upstart, you buzzing little upstart, I'll show you who's not wanted. And he raises his cane in a threatening manner. And we are going to stop for that one.